Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everything in between. Welcome back to another live Outdoors with Unk. And I know what you're thinking. Like, Unk, did you move? What is that blue thing up above you? That's the sky, man. It's the first time I've seen it all summer. Record breaking 65 degrees. Had to upgrade. Chihuahua in a purse. Normally she's in my coat. But this is one of those 4 or 5 days a year where it's actually nice enough that all I need is a light sweater. I mean, record-breaking temps of probably, I don't know, 61 degrees or so, but it's a beautiful day, and I am excited to be out on the backyard pond. Targeting largemouth bass, as always, keeping it simple. Got a Ned rig, big old speed worm. We want to slow drag that along the bottom, make a couple good laps, and as the sun starts going down, we will switch over, maybe throw some top water. The world's our oyster. We got a new fancy. We went name brand, Rapala popper. And I can't wait to throw this guy around. Weather hasn't been good enough. Haven't thrown any top water this season. But got our speed worm out. We're going to do some laps. We'll troll the main part of the pond first. And if that doesn't work out, we will head up into the park and look for largies as the sun sets. It's still a little early here on the West Coast. We got maybe 2-3 hours worth of light. I'm gonna work the main part of the pond where it's a little deeper. Give me a second to pull up the chat. Problem is the wind is just starting to kick up. Hey, Rusty, man, good to see you, bro. It's beautiful day in the backyard pond. Hoping to rip some lips, man. It's the first day. It's been above, 60 degrees all year. Got a couple different things. Got that Rapala popper. I mean, you've been watching. I just now pulled up the chat. But right now, we're just, we got a Ned rig, speed worm on the bottom. We also brought, like I said, as the sun starts to go down, we'll switch over to top water. But right now, sorry you guys are a mile away. I can't quite read your screen name there. But we got a little inline, double spinner, like a jig. I don't know about that color. But we're just gonna go low and slow, drag that speed worm. Maybe, yeah, absolutely gorgeous, Les. You know, I know there's been a plastic jug floating out on the pond, and I think it's one of my neighbor's catfish rigs. But it's been there for like 2 weeks. Maybe we'll go ahead and less 98 lies. You know, I don't know. I think we might be trolling a little fast. And I think our worm's a little long. This is super simple. Ned rig, 5-inch, pumpkin green. I like that color. I wish he had a little speed tail on him, but he doesn't. We're gonna drag him deep. I'm getting pushed a little sideways with the breeze. Our trolling motor just died for, there we go. We might abuse it a little bit. That little trolling motor's been through hell and back. Hey, shout out to the 11 people. If you're new here, welcome to my backyard pond. It's about 7 acres, maybe 10 to 20 if it rains. Connected to a larger pond up north. Drains out into the Willapa Bay in Washington State. That brings me to where we're at. We're out on the Washington State coast. The ocean's about a mile that way. A bay is about a mile that way, and I'm on a sandbar in the middle. And absolutely beautiful day. Looking for largemouth. We'd settle for a yellow perch. The dog is resting securely in her activities bag. Who said Chihuahuas don't fish? What am I supposed to have, a big old lab? You know, we might switch to I don't, we just started though, so we'll see. This is my sidekick. She's about this life, as long as I'm carrying her. We also got a little inline. We might throw that. We had pretty good luck on it yesterday, day before. I wish I could get out and fish every day, but just can't. Parade rest. I think I could do a parade rest. Parade rest while in the boat. Right? I got this, bro. Parade rest for hours. Yeah, no, normally the dog is in the coat, but today is so, we're talking it's probably about 65, and I'm damn near breaking a sweat. Yeah, just don't ask. I don't think I could do an about face. About face in a John boat. Shit, don't threaten me with a good time, though. Stairway, man, it's good to see you. Thanks for swinging through and checking out my live. Appreciate you. There's a little storm drain just off to my right here. It's kind of like an emergency overflow. But we're gonna fish this area. We might head around the corner into the state park and fish the lily pads. The only problem with that is it's real hard to get there this time of year. And it's about 4 inches of water. And if you've ever tried to drag a drawn boat through about 4 inches of water, it's less fun than it sounds. Eerily quiet. Normally we got lots of birds or something making noise, but pretty quiet right now. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Sorry, it's all washed out. Oh shit, we're quizzing. It's not shit. Oh man, you stumped me here. I want to say to walk my post in a military manner, only being relieved. Third general order. Is that what it is? To walk your post in a military manner? Only to relieve my post when properly relieved. There's a big storm drain just off camera here, and there's some downed trees, and I'm just gonna drag that plastic along the bottom, and hopefully we can hook into a big fish. As the day progresses, we'll switch up our tactics into top water. Haven't thrown top water at all this season because we haven't had the weather for it. But I think we're gonna head up into some lily pads. Sorry if I can't. Normally I shout out everybody, screen name specific, but the glare is absolutely killing my view right now. Probably your guys's too. Let's see if I can switch it around. Nope, just making it worse. 5, 4, 3. Okay, well, that's better. Couple docks, couple down trees in this part of the pond. The 66634. Is that your phone number? Is that a devil reference? It don't matter either way. You know, sometimes it's painfully slow dragging that soft plastic. But our water temps are pretty cold. I mean, I think we just broke the 60-degree mark. All right. I definitely failed that general order. So when I was stationed in San Diego, I became the unofficial Tijuana tour guide. You know, we had to have a chit, like a special permission chit to go down there. And I was getting one every week. I mean, I fell in love with the mean streets of Tijuana. And so I go down there with this guy. And he's new to the ship. Young guy. Well, hell, I say young guy, but I was a young guy. And he's like, "Hey, man, I heard you're the Tijuana tour guide." And I said, "Yep. Let's go. I'll take you down there. show you a good time, you know? And so we're in this bar in Tijuana, and he says, "Hey man, I just smoked crack in the bathroom." And I said, "What? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Yeah." Oh, just like that. We missed him. Damn, we staying here though. So close. So he's like, "Yeah, I just smoked crack in the bathroom." And I'm like, "Okay. Whatever, right?" Because I just mind my own business. That's just what I do. And so we get back to the ship, and he's like, "Look at this." And he shows me like this crack pipe. And I don't know what a crack pipe is. I don't know what this glass... so he shows me this crack pipe, pulls it out of his locker. And I'm like, "Bro, you need to fucking get rid of that. You know? Like, what are we doing here?" And I didn't know, but his goal was to get kicked out. And I didn't know this at the time. And he's expecting me to rat. And he's expecting me to tell on him. And I don't, right? Because, like I said, I just mind my own business. If you're in the Navy and you want to do drugs, I'm not saying that's a good idea. That's not my cup of tea. But I'm not going to tell on you, you know? So he tells on himself. And then he tells them that I knew. So he snitches me out for not snitching on him. And so next thing I know, I'm at DRB, Disciplinary Review Board. And they're like, "Miss Seaman Woods, why didn't you report this guy for drug use?" And I said, "I don't know. We were in a club in Mexico. It was loud. I didn't fully understand him." So he went all the way up to captain's mast, and I'm standing in front of the skipper in my dress blues, and he's asking me why I didn't report this dude for using drugs. And I think I ended up getting like 6 hours of EMI, which is extra military instruction. What the hell is going on here? Just a dude, Chihuahua, John boat, Pacific Northwest, trying to catch some bass, man. That's what we got going on. We might head up into the state park. Might go check out the Beaver Dam. It's been a while since I've been up there. I actually have this personal vendetta against these beavers because they kind of dammed up this pond, and my water levels are like ridiculously low because of it. We missed the bite right here, but eventually we're gonna head north. If the as the sun starts going down, we're going to definitely throw some top water. Really starting to feel itchy to head up into the state forest. It connects through a little, I don't know what you want to call it, a canal. Problem is, it's pretty overgrown with lily pads, weeds, and it's pretty shallow. It's like 6 inches, and I know you guys tell your white history. I think it's the same guy who was trolling last time. I guess, like, it's pretty diverse though. If you're talking about like white history, like that's a pretty diverse. Are we talking American white history? Are we talking like European white history. What kind of... Everybody wants to all be all like, Happy White History Month. Like, can we be a little more topic specific? Oh, man, I'll tell you what, when you're leaving a bar in Tijuana at 6 o'clock in the morning after drinking 25-cent Coronas and mystery tequila, there is nothing better than a bacon wrap hot dog. I mean, you're pure bliss. A little bit could be said. You could make a good case for those carne asada ones as well. A nice little carne asada street taco made from, who cares? I must say it was beef, man. You know, Tijuana gets this bad rap of like, oh, you're eating dog. And if that was the case, which I'm not saying it's not, I'm saying that's the best damn dog I've ever eaten. Same thing with like zebra painted donkeys. Like, you're not really in Tijuana unless you have your picture taken with the donkey that's been painted by a zebra. In fact, it's like a family tradition for me. My dad had it done when he was in the Coast Guard, and I got it done as well. So let's kick the boat in gear. We're going to fish a little different part of the pond. If I'm going to head that way, though, I got to start heading that way now. We'll for sure probably end up at the Beaver Dam, but it seems like that's where the bass have been hanging out. We'll just drag that little Ned rig. We got one bite, failed to hook up. Pretty early in the day yet. Expect the bite to, I can only imagine, man. It was pretty wild when I was there in the early 2000s. But you know how they say never meet your heroes? Della House, hi. Welcome to the live. Welcome to my backyard pond. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. It's just me and my sidekick in a John boat. Looking for some largemouth. But like I was saying, you know how they say never meet your hero? Don't go back to Tijuana as a middle-aged dude. It loses all of its appeal, right? Like, the luster is gone, right? What used to be $3 to $4 tacos are now like $2 a piece. The flea markets have gotten incredibly bad. Nobody tried to sell me their sister. I was insulted. I walked down Revolution Street and nobody tried to sell me their sister. And I was like, is this even Tijuana? Like, I might as well be in, like, I don't know, New Mexico, right? $2 tacos for a street taco? What are we coming to in life, you know? Thank you. She is my best friend. She's a good girl. You know, everybody sees labs and John boats, but how often do you see chihuahuas and purses in John boats? I like to think I'm pioneering that niche. Wind's kicking up just a little bit. Absolutely beautiful day here on the Washington coast. If you're just getting here, we are looking for largemouth. This is my backyard pond. I think we're going to head up into the... Sorry, a little bit of heartburn. Damn that being middle age. Thanks, Best Vids. Yeah, man, this is my go-to rod. 7-foot medium heavy Abu Garcia Black Max. And this thing's got more bodies on it than my ex-girlfriend. It's one of my lucky rods. It's not my favorite, but if I'm just throwing a lure or casting from a boat, it's what I usually like to use. South Jersey in the house. I guess we're just... I'm going to have to make fun of you because that's how I just remember things, so don't take it personally, but we just out here fish FTC? Fish tan chill? Instead of I don't know, you're probably young and you're like, you don't even know what the Jersey Shore's about, or you're older and you hate the Jersey Shore. One of the two, but I'm probably insulting you. But, thanks, Stairway Man. We'll see you about. Ronnie. All right, 44 is good. I'm not hating, man. That's that middle ground. I'm right there with you, brother. So you grew up on MTV. You probably get the Jersey Shore reference then. Wait, are you the Ronnie from Jersey Shore and you're just hanging out on a YouTube Live? Just kidding, man. What you fishing for out in Jersey? I'd love to know. You know, I've been all over the country. I ain't never been out to Jersey, though. I got friends. My dad was stationed there in the Coast Guard. He talks about it all the time. But I ain't never... Well, we're coming up on the north end of the pond. I want to make a couple casts here. Just work that soft plastic off the bottom. Try not to get... Yeah, this is... There's just enough breeze where the front of the boat's catching some wind, but eventually I'll move up into the little shallower water, and as the sun starts going down, I'll switch over to the top water. But right now there's some shade I want to fish. I might throw on a spinner. I got this crazy looking spinner rig I want to throw. But time's ticking. We're running out of sunlight. Oh man, Best Vids. World's our oyster, but you know, you can throw a $50 Whopper Plopper all day long. But this is what catches the most fish. Hands down, Ned rig, pumpkin color. It's so much easier. Alright, you could make a cast, say Texas rig it, or a wacky rig. But I think that Ned rig, 2.4 grams. I think that's the way to go, man. I can still cast it out without having to add more weight to it. We'll let it sink down into about 19 feet of water. You know, I mean, we got other options. I've been wanting to throw this guy around. Double blade. We got smaller Colorado willow on a jig. Don't love that color. And we're running around the end of the pond's right there, and then goes a hard right and then a hard left and through about 4 inches of water. and then boom, we're in the state forest. But it's hard to get there. To be honest, it's hard to get there. And I know we'll probably end up there. There's a Beaver Dam up that way that I like to go exploring and checking out. But one thing at a time. One thing at a time. I think we're gonna, a little bit later, we'll, as the sun starts going down, we got a actual name brand Rapala popper. I'm just waiting for the sun to dip a little bit. Debating on how far I want to head up. No, man, my girl, she's the smart one, the brains of the outfit. And she graduated Washington State. So I default, and she was into so we ended up going on some of those, you know, onto some games and stuff. But I haven't been following football. We going with the we're gonna try something different. We're gonna go double bladed swim jig, and we'll see what happens. I don't love this color, but I think a little more action. I really want to go over there and see what's on the end of that milk jug. Somebody's been using it's got to be a catfish rig. There's a milk jug just floating around, been out here about 2 weeks. So we got our blade all thrown on. We'll kick it in gear. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm just kind of watching the action before I let it out. That way I can kind of gauge the speed of my trolling motor. That looks pretty. I mean, we'll put it out. We're probably in about 19 feet of water. All right, Beast Vids, man. We'll catch you later. Got Brad. I don't know if I gave you a shout out, but thanks for showing up, man. Hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. We'll see. I think that's going to be too much jig for most fish in the pond here. But wanted to switch it out. Yeah, so no, man, definitely Cougars over Huskies. We kind of right in the sunny part. I think I'm gonna flip a Yui. We all head up. We'll see you later, Best Vids, man. Thanks for swinging through. You know, I don't feel good about it. I mean, I missed one bite. I think I know where they are. I just think it's a pain to get to them. But I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? We ain't got nothing but wide open air and opportunity. I say we put on our big boy panties, maybe have to drag the John boat through some mud. But I think we go out and I think we fish new water, man. I mean, if they're not here, they got to be somewhere else. So I think that's the plan. I think we got enough battery. I think we head north. I think we head into the state park and see if we can't hook something up. And that'll kind of time me out a little bit. Go west, young man. Haven't you been so? California's full of whiskey, women and girls. I guess we'll just slowly start working our way up. There's like 2 good spots, but they're real shallow. It kind of branches out. I don't know if you guys ain't. I know Rusty, if you're still lurking, it's old news to you, but I think I'm gonna head into. I like this little area here. We're in pretty deep water. It's out of the sun for half a second. I think we go up, head into the park, visit our friends the beavers. I think that's the goal. There is a couple really shady spots, and I think that's the move. I think that's where all roads lead to the Beaver Dam, right? Water is getting a little shallow now. Coming up on the end of the pond. Once we hit the end of the pond, we'll hit a canal. We're going to hang a hard right, then to a hard left. And then we're going to try to push through about 100 yards of lily pads and 4 inches of water. It probably won't be a good time, but if you want to hang out, I'd appreciate it. It'll be a good time. Adventure bound. Let's go. All right, rod in. Motor's gonna have to go up. I'll turn you guys around so you can see what we got going on. If you're just getting here, we're about to do some sketchy shit in a John boat. We're gonna try to blast through about 4 inches of water and a crap ton of lily pads. That's the plan. Whether that plan works out, we'll see. Sorry, it's yeah, God Bread. I don't know if you've ever. I know you've been showing up to the lives pretty consistently. I don't know if you've made it up to the Beaver Dam or not, but right now we're just kind of fooling with their motor, trying to get it raised up. And of course, the damn thing doesn't want to stay put. I'll tell you what, my motor's name is Bill. And Bill is a beast, bro. Like, if you let him eat, he will eat. Just kidding. We a lot shallower this time. We pushing off the bottom. We struggling a little. We'll get it. We're just in about 4 inches of water. We got about 200 yards of lily pads to go. Thick grass. Push. We getting the Chihuahua wet. We stuck. We're gonna shift the weight. We're gonna rock the boat. You all gonna have to look at my butt. All right. Well, I have to do this the hard way. I'm gonna flip you around so you got. We stuck. We in about 4 inches of water. There's 200 yards of lily pads till it opens up. Yeah, very shallow. This is the hard part. We got 200 yards, maybe 100 yards, and then it opens back up. But to be honest with you, I think that's where the good fish is. I just got to get my motor out of the mud. We're gonna gondola it. At least we floating now. I had to pull the motor completely up. We're just pushing off the bottom. But once we get through this, of course, our pole's caught on whatever it wants to catch. We just lost our lure. We struggling. Whoever said fishing is relaxing has never tried to push 12-foot John boat through 200 feet of lily pads. Let's see if we can kick that motor just a little. Yeah, No, that ain't gonna work, Chief. We almost there. Patience. Want to try something a little different. Struggling. Thank you, McBride? Is that what is that what I'm looking at your name is? Sorry, it's sunny and I'm having a hard time reading chat. Sorry, that motor is kicking away, but we're just not powering through. We're just making it worse. We're going to have to pull the motor completely up. I'm going to have to stand up in the front and change of plans. That's all right. There we go. I was trying to drag the motor through the mud. That wasn't working. We almost there, though. A little bit of a struggle bus. We're just kind of pushing through. I should have just pulled the motor in the first place instead of trying to drag it. No, just like that, we lost our paddle. Fuck. Oh, come on. What do? The paddle is literally just right there. I wonder if I can run the motor backwards enough to bring me to it. Probably not. Oh, so close. All right, success. We got our motor. We don't got our motor doing crap, but we got our paddle back. We can at least keep pushing off the bottom. Oh boy. Into the wind. Getting kicked sideways. Who's having fun? I think I am. I think I'm having a good time. But we are for sure now facing the wrong way. And that breeze came up out of nowhere. I think we're dragging on our prop. Put that down. We'll flip you guys around. Hey, shout out to the 6 people. Yeah, definitely bottoming out, bro. I'm gonna flip you guys around so you ain't gotta stare at my ugly mug. The prop itself is dragging on the bottom, is what the problem is. And we got all that weight in the back of the boat. If we just move to the front a little, I think we're just gonna stroke. Yeah, I think we were dragging that motor, which was what the problem was. But we're almost out of it now. It's not like I have to go back or anything. You know, it's funny, last time I was up here, I just plowed through on the motor. I just went for it just on the motor. And it was fine. This time, we're too shallow. I wish I had some weight in the front of the boat. Kind of bring that bow up or down, transfer. There we go. We cooking. Almost there. There we go. Life's better. We are in about, I don't know, 2 feet of water. But, give me just a second. Sorry, trying to clear my prop off. Hopefully we're... I mean, it is weed central. For sure. But I think if we keep our prop high, maybe at an angle, we'll be able to... hopefully just power through this. We're not dragging the prop through the mud anymore. We're just strictly fighting the wind and the weeds. And our battery connection. Currently being blown into this tree. Sorry I'm not being a better cameraman. Sometimes life just happens. Turns out I found the gas pedal. All right, we struggling a little. Come on, Bill. So much. So many weeds. But we're coming up to a pretty good spot. My dog's name is Bailey. You know, we all got pet names and different things we call our animals, but like her government name is Bailey. I think it's a little shady here, like in a good way. And I think I want to do some fishing. We'll definitely end up at the Beaver Dam in a minute. But this is one of the spots I wanted to fish. Gives me a good time to, I don't know what I want to throw though. Who knows where my gear is. I know it broke off earlier. I mean, our choices are rooster tail, popper, or Ned rig. And I'm thinking Ned rig for the win, to be honest. I know there's a ton of weeds. I think Ned rig is the MC Pickle. I actually love that nickname or screen name or whatever you want to call it. I love it. This isn't, there's about 3 spots between here and the Beaver Dam. And this just happens to be one of them. It's not very wide, maybe, I don't think I could fit the boat through it sideways. But the great thing is, nobody's ever here. Nobody ever comes up and fishes this part. This is, I mean, the last person to fish this was me, you know? And I'm pretty much the only person who fishes this. So let's throw this little speed worm around. And not loving this wind. Well, let's get some fishing in. I know you guys can't see it, but there's a giant blue herring just over there. And, you know, at a moment like this, you got to kind of feel lucky to live where you live. Absolutely beautiful. We're about a 1/4 mile from the state park. Hey, it might be a 1986 Starcraft with the mutt and a creek, but it feels like home to me. Couldn't be asking for more. You know, you don't know if you don't try, right? I wouldn't say 10, but there might be a 3, might be a 2. At this point, I'd settle for a little 1/4 pounder. But the thing about it is, ain't nobody fished here before. I'm the only one, you know? This wind is just dragging me, though. Ain't gonna be nothing biting now. All right, we're gonna try to turn around. And we're gonna head to a little different spot. We're gonna drag that speed worm behind us. Starting to, I don't want to say rapidly, but we starting to run out of daylight. We got a long ways to go and short time to get there, Bandit. We also gonna try to adjust our prop a little. We are stuck on the bottom. The thing about this canal is it was dug out to help drain a larger lake into my lake. So it's about 4 foot in the middle, but it's about 1 foot on the bank. And we're currently struggling against the breeze. We got this. We're just gonna have to manually stay in your purse, little dog. All right, a little bit of a U-turn. I'm gonna drag that worm. I'm gonna try to balance. We'll see. And just like that, we have no motor Our connections are terrible on this thing, and it is what it is, you know? Do the best you can with what you got. Adventure waits for no one. To be fair, I know what the problem is. Alright, I gotta stop being lazy. We gotta clear some weeds off the prop. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's some chickens. My neighbors run a wildlife refuge. Not a refuge, but like a rescue. And they predominantly take in birds. Like injured birds, pelicans, and whatnot. We are trying to do a U-turn, but damn, we are struggling. There we go. Alright. The problem is I got too much weight in the back end. Need a fat girl in a bikini to keep that bow down. Alright, let's kick this thing in gear. There we go. We back, just like that. Pushing through one more patch of lily pads. Oh boy. Come on, baby. How's my butt looking in these jeans? Sorry about that. We'll flip you around. Welcome to the middle of nowhere. Real shallow. We got some lily pads off to the right. Probably in maybe 3 feet of water now, but there's, I don't know, this is probably a 10-acre spot. There's a little island here in the middle. Nobody's ever fished it, except for me, the last time I was here. But I think this is the perfect spot. There could be some monsters hanging out. Last time I was here, I just couldn't miss. But the problem with that is a little bit of warm, yeah. We're going to have a hell of a time trying to keep our weeds off. And I think our little Cinco is about that much too long. We're going to shorten them up. We're going to just make a little smaller presentation. John boat ride to the middle of nowhere. On the plus side, that was the last, I think we're going to troll. Otherwise, we're not going to make it to our final destination. I think we're going to troll for a little bit. It's fairly deep now. It's probably 3-4 foot with the occasional bar. But I think if we adjust our prop, take a quick Chihuahua love break. Hey, see, that's all the motivation you need, just a Chihuahua lick. I'd also like to take the time to talk about today's sponsor, and that is hose water from a fancy-ass flower cup. Hose water, keeping wild children hydrated since the 80s. Maybe even longer. Don't vape, it's bad for you. All right. If you guys could see this, you'd be excited. But to be honest with you, this is a pretty good motor. Bill here has been a trooper. I mean, I would have already killed a Mini Coda 12 times by now. So this thing cooks, man. It really does. I can't say nice enough things about it. It's going to rip the transom off the boat before it dies, but that's the fun part about driving a boat in about 6 feet from bank to bank. It's less than desirable. We got that soft plastic. We trolling. Hey, fishing with Ferg, man. And long time no see, brother. We are out in the middle of nowhere, dragging a soft plastic through a swamp, looking for them largies. As the sun sets, we'll start throwing some top water around. But right now, we just working our way north. Probably gonna end up at my favorite spot, which is the Beaver Dam. See what those crafty little bastards are up to. But right now, we're just on a boat going nowhere, and I'm catching no fish. Oh, boom. Just kidding. We're catching fish. Boom. I knew it looked bassy. Come on. QP. Hi, buddy. See, I knew they were up there. I just had to go get them. Whoa. Hey. Chill out. All right, Hector. Hector's spazzing out, but one largie in the boat. Back he goes. Kicking it back into gear, dropping that soft plastic. Let's start trolling. I just had to find him. Oh man. I don't know if I'm gonna call that fishing, but I say we keep trolling. Thanks, Rusty. Man, Rusty been up here a couple times, but I think last time I was here, I skunked out. But the time before that, man, I just couldn't miss. I mean, it was quarter pounder after quarter pounder, and I think I made a QP reference, and I was told that you can't make QP references when talking about fish. Only grass-like substances. Oh man. Hello. I think we're into them. 2 back to back. Is that the same one? Didn't I tell you to get your brother? Guess he's starting to have a really good fucking time. Me, fish number 2. Back you go, little fella. On a half ripped up worm. They must be hungry. I think we keep doing what we're doing. Hey, Alex Bailey. Shout out to you, man. Hope you're doing good, little bro. Or big bro. I don't know. That name just sounds familiar to me, so if I don't know you or you don't know me, then sorry. I got a little fourth cousin named that. Got 2 fish down. We just cruising, hoping to find some more. Coming up to no, that's okay. My brain went somewhere else. Sorry, bro. I mean, a lot of people got that name. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to be a weirdo. Just thinking about some cousins. Oh, we're missing out. We're gonna just park up. We're gonna make a couple good casts right here. We're almost to Rusty's creepy cabin. I think we're just gonna troll it. We're gonna keep it moving. You guys want to see a creepy duck blind in the middle of nowhere? No, Rusty's already seen it. But check it out. Yeah, cue the banjo music. Creepy cabin in the middle of nowhere. Sorry, trying to get my motor to go into gear. You guys will see it in just a minute. I don't know if you... I don't know. Yeah, give me a second, Brad. Hold on. If you're still there, it gets a whole lot better. Do 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 do. Who's up for adventure? Hopefully I'm not lagging out. There it is, creepy cabin in the middle of nowhere. Rusty's duck blind. Just an old abandoned duck blind. Oh man, hold on, you guys are... Oh, you missed it. Check this out. I don't know if you guys can see it. Just off to our... Yeah, sorry, I don't know. There is a giant blue herring. Sorry, I'm trying to walk, chew gum, fish, film nature. He just flew off up the creek. Wow, feeling pretty lucky, man. There was 2 little bass that I picked up through that hole. And big old blue herring. We're catching a little bit of weeds. We're gonna just keep cruising. We're probably... This house right here is the last sign of life before we're into the state park. We're gonna kick it into gear. We're slowly starting to run out of... Yeah, blue herring. Pretty cool, man, right? I can never tell what the camera's looking at. I mean, roughly. But I got a lot going on at the moment, so... But, I mean, this way to adventure, right? Shout out to the 7 people. We are trolling through a canal in the middle of a forest in Washington State. We're heading into a state park to, I guess, look at some beavers. At least see the dam. Try to poke a hole in the dam. We're on a little sandbar, which is weird. All of a sudden, some sandbars started popping up in this part of the canal. Never used to be there, but I think the beavers changed the current so much that we now got these little sandbars. Oh, that's possibly a beaver dam right there. Just off to my right. Are we having multiple beavers? Definitely a possibility. It looks like they're starting to build a new dam right here. I see some chewed up wood. It's pretty deep though. It's weird. That's not the one I'm thinking about. So one problem at a time. We can come back and address that later. Sorry, we on a little bit of a struggle, boss. Are we even fishing anymore? Probably not. I think we went from fishing to, is your battery supposed to smoke? What in the Sam hell is going on here? Got a little bit, but that should just kick off. Whoa, let's not do that. Now we wrapped. Son of 100 yards away from where we need to go. It's gonna take 2 hours to get there. All because there's some weird bar here now. We went from 4 foot of water to 4 inches of water, and we stuck. It's weird. It's like they're trying to... The water shifted so dramatically. Sorry, guys. Give me a couple seconds. We'll figure this out. Stick around, man. Adventure. I mean, we're struggling a little, but we'll get it figured out. I don't know what is going on, but we went from 4 foot of water to 6 inches of water. Okay, I think we're clear. Maybe. No, we're definitely not. That is strange. Okay. Yeah, there's like some kind of sandbar. We're just on some kind of sandbar. Okay, we should be... I want to say we're golden, but we're not. We're still precariously situated. Almost there. Stand by, I mean. Yeah, Rusty, are you talking about the Beaver Dam itself? Yeah, it's creating sandbars in the different part of the pond, which is making travel less than enjoyable. Sorry, we're doing manual power at the moment. I mean, we stuck. Son of a bitch. Oh, that's weird. My motor is dragging on something, but the boat itself is spinning. We just stuck. Why? Why are we just stuck? Blasting ourselves in the face. Please stand by while we experience technical difficulties. Yeah, just stuck on a sandbar. Big sandbar, too. That's weird. Last time I was here, we were in 4 feet of water or more. This time, it goes from 4 feet to 4 inches. Man, sorry guys, this last, I don't know, 30 feet or so is just whooping me. I think we pulled the motor all together because it's just dragging us down. And then we row, damn it. This last 100 yards. That's so weird. Sorry if I'm ignoring the chat. Can't see what you're doing. Too busy having a fucking adventure. Let's get it though. Alright. Stroke. Lift. 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 Right. Lift. Okay. I think I say this. But all these down trees are definitely just chewed on beaver stuff as well. Good news, the wind picked up. If I could get this going. Hold on, fellas. We had a whole lot of struggle and a short time to get there. You know, Rusty, next time you see me, ask me if I fix these plugs. Do you guys mind going in reverse? I do. Not really. Hell, I do. I don't actually mind going in reverse if it means I'm gonna get there. Patience. Patience and persistence, right? That's how we get things done. Alright, we gonna get there, but we gonna get there backwards. Coming up. I gotta drive it. If I'm gonna drive it backwards, I'm gonna drive it backwards. You know, a little bit of the struggle bus, but we'll get there. No, Rusty, no leak in the boat. You're like, why is all that water there? But, I was watering my yard. And the sprinkler decided to fill up the boat. So this feels like a good spot to U-turn. We got a little more power if we try to move it forward. There we go. Now we on plane. That wind's kicking up. Beaver Dam coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. think I can jump it? Turns out I can't. Turns out I can't jump the Beaver Dam. But these little fuckers are crafty. Look at them. They're building a new one. Those dirty dogs. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Gotta deploy anchor. Anchored up. That's where we came from. Only way to get to the Beaver Dam. Yeah, man. I had torn a hole out across there. They tripled down on that. I did build I tore out a hole in the middle, but I mean it's completely all across there. Well, let's get out and take a look. This is where I breached it before. And that's where I'm gonna, man. But you can tell they put in tons of work. Normally I used to be able to get all the way up through here. And, but you can tell, I mean, this thing's pretty good size. They raised it up. I mean, I can't imagine it being very deep right here. But I had originally dug out this corner and it rushed through, overflowed the bank, and then they came through, filled it all in. You can see it. I mean, it is a massive, absolutely massive beaver dam. And one day soon, I'm gonna come up here and there's a technique, it's called notching, where you don't have to dig out the whole thing, you just gotta dig out a little bit of it. But that's the beaver dam. It looks like, so this weekend I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna camp right here. And I'm going to put in some work. I'm going to bring my waders, bring an axe, bring a shovel, bring a chainsaw, bring some tamarite, and I'm going to do my best to take out as much of this dam as I can. But I just wanted enough. Sorry, I'll flip you around. I just want it wide enough to where I can get my boat through it. After that, I don't really care what happens, to be honest with you. But I mean, this thing is easily 10 feet across or more, and probably 20 feet that way. So 10 by 20, and that's the beaver dam. I kind of want to poke a hole in it since I'm here, but I want to walk a little further upstream. It looks like they're building another one. So we're just kind of on a game trail now through this forest, checking on our adventure companion. Hey, are you alive? Chihuahua in the activity purse. Oh man, this is getting so overgrown. A couple of years ago there was just nothing here, but these big alder trees decided they wanted to sprout. This is the pond itself. I used to be able to get my boat up through here. You can see the beaver pond there, and then it kind of opens up, runs for a couple miles into the state park that way. I thought they were trying to build a new dam right here, but it doesn't look like that they are. We're on some kind of trail now. Oh yeah, they definitely are. This is the start of another beaver dam. If you can see their tracks right there are beaver tracks. They've started building another dam about 100 yards north of their other one. As you can see, it runs up all that state land. We're in the middle of nowhere. But pretty cool. I don't know what my audio or what my video's looking like. We are out in the middle of nowhere. So pretty tough hiking. Like I said, we're just on a elk, or it could be any kind of game. We got all kinds of things: bears, elk, just all kinds of wildlife out here. And my plan is to do some solo camping. On the hike, you know what I like about solo camping on the state forest is it's free. Is it actually free? I don't know. But I know the only way to get here is a John boat through that narrow canal. And I don't think the ranger's gonna be on board for that. So thanks, Rusty. You never know, man. This is a dumb question. Y'all think I could light that on fire? How much of that do you think I could light on fire? I mean, we're not talking about legally or ethically. We're just talking about, could it be done? Is it dry enough? I think the problem is a lot of it is green wood. Hopefully our anchor system holds. But I think the problem is there's too much mud. Too much mud. I mean, who thinks we should throw a top water around there? Yeah, probably. We're running out of steam. I kind of want to dig a hole, but there is so much mud here now. And every time I end up here, there's too much mud. They've really packed it. This thing is just loaded absolutely bananas with how much work they've done. All right. Not gonna lie, a little disappointed we didn't get to poke a hole in it. But I'll give us a chance to hopefully put our block in. I say we jump back in the boat, troll back, see if we can't pick up a couple more bass. 2 down, 200 to go. Why does it smell like the Lord's lettuce out here? The world may never know. Come on. The goal, I think we're getting a little lower. Once we hit those shallow areas, and just like that, the only... Damn. Well, we had a soft plastic, so our choices are rooster tail. Come on, rooster tail. Or top water. It's going to be, let me get you guys back into your little home here. Yeah, top water. Yeah, that's the problem, Rusty. It's not that I don't think I could burn it. It's one, I'm in a state park. Two, the smoke and the breeze would be, it'd be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm gonna spend the next, it's actually nice. The breeze is in our favor this time. We're turning so cinematically. But yeah, it's not a good look to fuck around and catch an arson charge for trying to burn a beaver dam. And it's not on my list. Arson is definitely not on my list of things to do. I don't even see my rooster tail. I don't... Can you troll a topwater? The answer to that is no. Not really. Huh, I don't have a little rooster tail in the boat. That's crazy. I guess we do topwater, but, well, it's the only choice we got. That's a bummer. That's alright, we'll throw less likely to snag. We'll just be particular where we throw it. Anytime I tie on any lure worth more than $10, I get slightly nervous. But we got the Rapala popper. Rapala. Like that thing you do down the side of a mountain. I think it's actually Rapala. Oh no, we gonna tie on this top water popper. I don't know if we're gonna troll it behind the boat. If we're just gonna kick the boat in gear. Pausing at some spots. We'll see what happens. Wrong kind of bait. I don't think trolling this top water is the way to go, but sun's starting to go down. We gotta start making our way back to the house. We'll stop and fish some spots with this top water. We gonna keep an eye out for a rooster tail, which I know has got to be in the boat somewhere. Trolling topwater is definitely a first for me. On a boat going nowhere and we're not catching any fish. But I like it when the weather's nice. Like it when the sun is shining. Just getting sunny. I think we just keep working that popper. Let it do what it's gonna do. I'll have to move up though. I want to keep the back end of the boat up if I can. Whoa. Enjoy the view. Not on my butt, unless you're into that, but that's like a OnlyFans thing, so just kidding. I'm too old and ugly for OnlyFans. We stuck a little, so we're gonna do what we gotta do. Yeah, we gonna waste our time. We're just going to learn from our mistakes. Pull that motor. Why? Okay, we can't pull the motor because it wants to be a dirty dog. There we go. Alright, motor's up-ish. Not secure, but up. Oh boy. Alright, we're gonna have to gondola this bitch over these sandbars, which are becoming increasingly difficult. I think it's just these beavers, man. I think they're trying to just jam up this whole area, and they're doing a damn good job of it. Okay, I think I don't want to say out of the woods yet. I don't have any confidence in that top water, so I'm scouring the boat for, there is definitely another beaver dam. Right there. They're a problem. Maybe I'll snitch. Maybe I'll call the county, since they own all of this technically, and see if they'll come up and do something about it. I doubt it. Highly doubt it. Sorry, we're kind of doing a little Hail Mary, looking for fishing gear, but we failed. On a train back to Boston. That is torturous, Rusty. You are spot on, sir. Not only did I get to go, I got to catch. I mean, 2 dinks, but it's better than nothing. I think we're gonna kick it out of gear. We're in a wide spot here. We got that Rapala popper on. Let's see. We're just cruising through some shallows. You know, normally top water's a early morning deal. Oh, we got swiped at. We almost connected. Something tried to hit it. I'd love a nice top water. Oh, we on top water. Ooh, he feels nice. He feels nice, boys. Oh, hell yeah. Bro, PB. PB, top water. This has got to be the biggest fish in the backyard pond. You say fucking 4-pounder? 3 all day. Oh, we got him good too. Look at this guy. Absolute fucking football. Bro, that ain't no dink. That's a fucking giant. First cast. Second cast. We're gonna have to do some surgery. We're gonna try to get him back as quick as we can. He absolutely crushed that Rapala. We hooked him twice. We'll try to get him back as quick as we can. He's absolute giant. Look at the mouth on that guy. Monster fish. Thanks for playing, buddy. I mean, beautiful. Every bit of 3 pounds. Back you go. Bro. Fish buzz. Fucking giant. Woo! That felt good. That felt really good. He crushed that. Came up. I was just popping it right there along the top. I don't know how much y'all could see on camera, but absolutely crushed that top water. And I want to say that's the biggest fish I've ever caught in the backyard pond. I didn't think we had giants like that. Man, I'm gonna just kind of buzz off of that for a second, but that feels good, man. Does that mean a name brand lure actually works better? We'll give it credit, but absolutely monster, just crushed that. Let's see if we can do it again. He might have been the king of the pond here, but I don't know. Feel pretty good about a 3-pounder. I don't know. I didn't have my scale. He was fat. He was bellied up. Let's stand up a little bit. Yo, that was worth getting my feet wet for. I saw him come up on the I don't know, maybe third cast in. And I thought he was little. But that second time, if it was the same fish, he absolutely crushed it. I mean, just absolutely crushed it. Let's see if I can get you guys a little better camera. Probably not. Sorry, that tripod is not the best. I'm gonna try another little spot. We're gonna move just a little bit further down. Man, that felt good though. I'm not gonna lie, that top water hit. You know, it's funny, I dragged a speed worm through here earlier. They didn't want nothing to do with it. That top water just got fucking smoked. Pretty excited. I was picking up dinks. Rusty, there's your shack, bro. I think it's Rusty's lucky shack now, because I mean, I just nailed a PB. Oh, damn. All right. We got hit. We were a mile back, just kind of. I think this is the spot. We were getting dinks earlier, but little top water action. Yeah, Brad, you absolutely right. Sun's just starting to go down. We work in that top water. And the thing is, this water is shallow. So anytime I can, keep it off the bottom and actually fish versus just pulling weeds, it's a plus. We're just gonna keep trolling along. I need to think about making it back to the house sooner or later. My little dog gets hungry. Of course. Oh, shit. Oh, we on. Oh, we missed it. We were just trolling that. Oh, there's something there. He wants it. He tried to hit it 2-3 times. Behind the back cast. I don't love this. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Well, that's a $20 lure, so let's go get it out of the bushes. Damn, we were just trolling it behind the boat, and it got caught up in some weeds. He hit it again, and popped off. But we're caught in some bushes now. A whole lot of bushes. Okay. So what you're saying is we should have just skipped trolling the big part of the lake, came out here and started throwing top water. I would be inclined to agree with you. The only problem is it was just a little too early. Here we are a little bit later. Now we hooking up. Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. Coming up to another wider section of the pond. We faced in the wrong direction though. We might make a couple casts here. We'll see how it goes. Oh, we ain't paying attention. We're missing bites due to lollygagging. Alright, we're gonna make a couple casts here. I feel good about this area. Lots of lily pads. We're gonna switch to the other side of the boat though. Ugh. So I gotta get some of that chihuahua weight off my shoulder. She's only 14 pounds, but she feel big sometimes. On a train back to... No licking. We jump... Somebody order a bird's nest? You know what? Wind actually died down a couple hours before sunset. Throwing a little top water. Let's get it. It's like, oh, what the hell was that noise? It was my motor kicking into gear. No licking. Alright, we gonna do our best to get up out these weeds. Big push back to the lake. Sun's starting to drop. I want to start fishing that deeper water. Gonna have to push like hell to get through there, so let's buckle up and see what we can do. Hang on to your underoos. Just kidding. Come on, Bill. Get you some. Push. Push, damn you. Oh, getting pretty soaked. Our motor's half in the water. But, just trying to keep it out of them weeds. Trying to find a good line. Just like that 1970s disco. We just out here looking for a good line. You know, if I move the battery towards the middle of the boat, I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get it without having to... Next time I do this, I'm going to bring more weight. Because what happens is, with me, the battery, and the dog all in the ass end, it really drags the... it doesn't disperse it. Ooh, something just cut across. We're definitely coming up here we're kicking sideways. We're gonna fish this area. But we're coming up on the... That was a hell of an excursion. But we're almost back to the wide part of the pond. And where that happens is our life gets a little easier. Alright, we back. We plowed through those. I think for future reference, if I had a little... Oh, the little Chihuahua's cold. Are you cold? She's so frigid. I think for future reference, I'm going to put some weight in the front of the bag. Maybe just a couple cinder blocks or something. Because the way it's set up now is we're real real heavy in the back end. And that causes it to drag. We're gonna keep working this top water though. We're gonna slowly float back. Yeah, I think, like I said, just a little weight in the front end of the boat to help disperse. I think we'd be golden. We have a yak, and it'd probably be a lot easier to get through there. Wow, that sun feels good. To get through there on a yak, but to be honest, Ank's getting a little old to be kayaking. If it was, okay, so it's an inflatable. Yeah, two-stroke, definitely. Sorry, that sun's kind of popping up. But, yeah, definitely a little ballast. Even out the boat. And, that seemed to be where the fish were. To be honest, I mean... If you missed it, wind it back, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. Caught my new PB for the backyard pond. Absolutely crushed that top water. We're here now. We're gonna keep throwing this top water around. It's the perfect time of evening. Just getting warmed up. If you're new here, welcome to my backyard pond. It's about 8 acres. 10 if it rains. Normally I can get up into the park and it connects to a larger lake. But we having some beaver trouble. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm gonna troll this top water just behind the boat. We're gonna tow it real slow and we're gonna pop it. It's a popper. And we're just gonna pop it. We're just gonna slowly drag it down the bank. We're gonna work one bank, we're gonna work the other bank, and we're gonna keep going. Hey, Rusty, man, thanks for riding along, bro. How awesome was that fish? Better because you're here. And I know that sounds a little queer, but it's always more fun fishing with the buddy. Thanks for riding along. Holy crap, she said that too. Bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna let this out just a wee bit further. We kind of just working the bank. Working that popper. Hoping to hook some big fish. Two-stroke, man, I've seen you before, but it's been a minute. Any luck? I just caught like a 3-pounder up around the corner. But I mean, they were way up there. There's not too many fish down here now. That's a popper. Yeah.
Is that what you need for a popper?
You can do it on a spinning reel, but it's just what I use.
I found a spinner.
Yeah.
I found the one that you're using for $75. It was a blue one from Big Five Guys.
Cool. Neighbor kid. He's a cool dude. You know, here fishing.
There's a yellow boat over there. Need permission for my dad to use it.
Yeah, I gotta have a life. Well, you got a life jacket there too. We hitting the shady spot, and I'm hoping some low-hanging alders. I'm hoping I can get some top water explosions. We're heading to the south side of the pond. Oh, there he is. Oh, I missed it. Damn. We getting bit though. Perfect time of night. Just a little bit of chop on the water. We're on the south side of the lake now. Hey, shout out to the people lurking. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Little topwater action around sunset. Let's get it. Wind kicked up, kicking us sideways. Hey, shout out to the two people, whether you're just getting here or you've been here the whole time. Hope everybody's having a really great Wednesday afternoon. I am. Just fishing my backyard pond. Just got back from the state park. Little topwater action. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out. This was a great trip. We made it into the park, saw Beaver Dam, crushed our PB. This has been Outdoors with Unc, reminding you, go outside. It's good for your soul. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace. How do I